All right, here we are. Guys, recognize it? They were in Marsh Harbor. Wow, sun's getting low. We're going to Fort Lauderdale. Quick little jaunt, but then from Fort Lauderdale, we want to then go to Orlando. So kind of a doubleheader today. And yeah, so here we go. We've dispatched through Silver Airways, virtual.com. So we're Silver Wings 63. We'll be cruising today at 4,000 feet. Flight plan has been filed with VATSIM. Actually, check that. We were going to go from Fort Lauderdale to Gainesville. Yeah. Yeah. We may deviate. We may decide to go to Orlando, but right now, Jacksonville approach is up and running, and they're controlling Gainesville. So we'll see how we go. All right, what do we get? We got an auto ATC, so let's write our transponder code down. It's 5137. Frequency would be 122.8. We're going to 14,000, so let's just make sure our altitude for clearance is 14,000. All right. VPilot is connected. We're rocking and rolling. Hotel mode is on. So let's go ahead and get some lights on. I like how it starts with them on. It's pretty cool. All right, let's clean it up. If you want to know a checklist, kind of what we're doing here, head over to Silver Airways virtual.com and yeah, and join. And then you can get a checklist for the ATR 42 and 72. It's look like yeah. So man, I was having the hardest time trying to start this thing up from cold and dark, and just said to heck with it and started in the hotel mode from the EFB, because I mean, and I haven't had a problem starting the engines after that. I haven't had any avionics issues, you know, on the startup. So just getting the engines to start was kind of funky. I mean, you get the right one started, but couldn't get the left one going. Yeah, I mean, it's just couldn't get it out of hotel mode. I mean, yeah, I don't want to complain, but actually I haven't had a problem going by these procedures. So anyway, go to the FB, and I find out I can't touch the MAC-DO. Do not touch the MAC-DO until it says so on the procedures. I'm serious. If I were to start messing around with the MAC-DO, something squirrely is going to happen on some other system. Or we may not even get an engine. We may not even get the left engine to start. I mean, it's just kind of funky. But anyway, let's just go. Let's go ahead and get the flight plan imported from Simbrief. Pretty simple flight plan today. Set the flight plan. Set the fuel. Set the payload. Go to payload. Load the aircraft. I like 0 fuel weight. You can do passenger cargo, but I like 0 fuel weight. Start loading. We got 2,099 kilos. Set the trim. Good. Now we go to ACARS for the company, Silver Airways Virtual. I know you can't see it, but we have it on the other screen. We're starting to flight. Yes, we are. We fueled up. We're good to go, and we are in the boarding phase. So that has been good. Let's go ahead and set the comms the way we need them. We're going to Fort Lauderdale. let's unload. Let's import the flight from SimBrief. And there we go. Silverwing 63. Let me widen this a bit because I think it's causing us a little bit of a problem. Here we go. Hide. Fort Lauderdale. I should know this by heart by now. R 119.3. Let's go to the guard. And ATIS 135, yeah. And we'll turn the volume up. So if ATIS does come on alive, we'll hear it. I know that can come bite us in the ass if we're, you know, hearing ATC and then all of a sudden information, you know, Charlie pumps up from Fort Lauderdale, but probably not the best practice. For some reason, I like this better right now. We'll wait until it gets dark. I do want to put in a couple navigation things. 113.2. And we do know that we have runway 10 left. And so we're going to, I don't want the Fort Lauderdale transition. I just want good old final. Trying to pull down the localizer, 110.1. So, well, you're putting it in now so early. Oh yeah, we are. It's good. Let me put Fort Lauderdale over here. 1144. Let's get the brig 1 and the brig 2 in the hopper. So all we have to do, if we're going to go ILS, we can go right here, or we can go RNAV. And what I will do right now, not MCO, but we will go to airports, Fort Lauderdale, charts, approach, and we are going to pull up Zulu. I think it is Zulu. The RNAV Zulu. We're going to pull up the RNAV Zulu for 10 left in case we go down that road. Okay. Alright, we have all of our comms and navs are set. Brig 1. We got the ATIS. Do we have the ATIS? We really don't. Let's go to Nassau. As a matter of fact, let me just go to Sky. Well, Fort Lauderdale right now is information Charlie. How about that? 080 at 10 knots. It's 10 statute miles, and we have a few at 2,900 feet and a few at 5,000 feet. We have 2985. Arrivals, expect the ILS 10 left. All right, let's see what Freeport looks like. Yeah, that's it. Freeport. Airports. MYGF. Freeport. Let's open Freeport. Open the airport. Open the weather. All right, so we have at Freeport, MYGF is 060 at 12, variable scattered showers. We have a broken 4,500 feet. Interesting. Broken 4,500 feet. Because we're headed right over top of them. And we will be at 14,000, so we will have another layer. So we will be scooting across the top, and it's going to be 2988. So these are the things that we will set ourselves going in. And MCO weather looks pretty good. I thought we were VFR at MCO. Yeah, we're VFR at MCO. Just a quick shout out for MCO. Yep, winds coming out of the east. Looks like everything's coming out of the east today. Okay, we're good. All right, feel pretty good about that. Silverwing 63 cleared to Fort Lauderdale. Radar vectors to Freeport, VOR. Then as filed, altitude 14,000, frequency 122.8, and squawk 5137. All right, so we got our clearance, so we are all good to go. Ooh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark earlier. Guys, it's getting dark earlier. 5, 1, 3, 7. I don't like flying in the dark when we're on the sim. You know? I don't know. Just do something really quick. Let's go to standby. Okay, good. I know it went out of order. We're gonna go straight to 14,000. Trying to get up there as quick as we can. I expect we'll have some sort of controller going into Fort Lauderdale. Heading, although we don't have them on VATSIM right now. Okay, we're good. Heading bug, runway. Goodness gracious, what are we doing here? I think it's gonna be Niner. Is it Niner? Yeah. 096. And we're going out hotel. Taxiing out hotel. Isn't it interesting how it's hotel? It's also hotel at Nassau. I wonder if that's the thing around here. Go ahead and set our heading bug to east. We'll keep the rows on because we will be making traffic. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go here. Oh, it's already in. Fantastic. But we won't go there quite yet. Okay, yeah, we do. Actually, we do go here. All right, so now let's go to the menu. Let me zoom in so you guys can see what we're actually doing. Because we go to init first, because we're in it to win it. All the dates look good. Yes, we are. Position init. I like to hit GPS, go to sensor init, get the green up here, boom, return. Weight, yep, 2,099 kilos is what we were having right there. And then we have in the aircraft 2060, because we're burning fuel because we're in hotel mode. Makes sense? All right, trim is 1.1, 1.1, good, return. Performance init, cruise 14,000. Wow, it's already in there, but I have been told you need to do this. And then KMCO, yeah, I know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why I chose that. All right. And then let's go to flight plan. So here we are at MYAM. I'm scared to death to put in the runway, but we're going to do it anyway. We're not doing the Toonie 2. And we lost our... I mean, that's just horrible. I mean, that's just absolutely horrible, ZFP. So we got ZFP, then we're doing the Merlin. Yeah, I mean, we got to do the whole thing all over again. Bravo 68 Victor. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so MYAM at 1,502. So if I arm the LNAV and get to 1,502, then RNAV will kick in and go direct to Zulu Foxtrot Papa, which is Grand Bahama Island. It's Freeport VOR. Then we jump on the Bravo Romeo 68 Victor airway. It's Monroe, and then the same airway to Merlin, and then to Fort Lauderdale. Not sure why we have Fort Lauderdale in here like a bajillion times, but we're going to clear one out. It's good, and we're going to clear another one out. And I will go with that. No, not yet. We're not done yet. Let's do the ILS 10 left. VIA, none. Trans, none. VIA. If I put Holland down, what will end up happening is that's the it will show me a turn, like a turn in lieu, hold in lieu, a hold in lieu at Holland. I don't want to do that. But it has this going at Warrior. So, but if I wanted to pull Holland in, I could do that. But anyway. Yeah. Warrior's pretty far out anyway. I mean, if you look at Warrior's 10.5. GAM V is the other one. I'd kind of like to start it at GAM V, right? GAM V? It's 14 miles out. Anyway, we could put it in right now as Holland and kind of roll from there. Seen that before. So all good. We'll go with this. I know it's taken us a long time. It's not a far flight. CFP, Monroe, Merlin. Oh, there's the top of descent. Bingo. Off to Fort Lauderdale, which we won't do. We'll probably get vectored out down here, cut in on Warrior, and in we go. Da-da-da. So am I going to clear out the discontinuity? No. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. So, okay. Because we're probably going to get vectored in here. Probably going to get vectored. And once we get vectored and we get taken off, I could remove the FLL. This is for the Fort Lauderdale VOR. I could remove that. And then I could remove the discontinuity, right? And then try to arm Warrior. But what good is that if we start? I mean, he might push us outside of Warrior to join outside of Warrior. Who knows? If I wanted to extend the center line, I could do that through. I could pull Holland back up. I could do a VIA and pull Holland. That would give us Holland's like what, 18 miles out, something crazy. Holland's 20.1 miles out. So that's pretty well an extended center line. If I wanted to do that. Anyway. Okay. I like the Rose better. So we're going to go with the Rose on this one. 10 miles. Let's go 20 miles on the Rose. Okay. I know. That took a long time. It definitely took a long time. But it's an important route. And it's going to get busy. Alright, so the FMS, we're good. Time to remove the ground power. I can zoom out a little bit. Time to remove the ground power. Confirm all the passengers boarded. Yeah, they're still boarding. We're almost done. How do you know? I'm just making that up. 112, 112. Okay, we're good here. Confirm takeoff data. We're all good. It's here in cyan if you want to see on the PFD 112 on the strip. And then we got, we're setting our target speed by hitting select. So it's auto, so magenta. So we're in the magenta. Icing conditions, far from it. Blue ribbon. Perfect. All right, close all the doors. We'll take the tail prop, thank you, through the door. Chocks are up. Let's go get ready for pushback. Let's go ahead and pre-plan our pushback. I like how it's lit here. Pretty good. Okay, let's request a push. Parking brake off. Nose wheel steering off. And there he goes. He's hooked it up and we're off. We're off. Let's go ahead and do the before propeller rotation checklist. CDLs on, check. FMS and takeoff data confirmed. Trims set. Tail prop, it's now on board. Doors are all closed. Seatbelts are on. Beacons are on. Before propeller rotation checklist is complete. Love the view here. This is from flightsim.to. Bahamas package. I think it was art_p was the creator. Very nice work. We're blocking traffic, aren't we? Yeah, we sure are. All right, we're all clear. So now that we're all clear, let's go ahead and put up the parking brake. Let's put down the steering. Thank you, ambitious pilots. Let's just make sure. Good. Okay, they're gone. All right, and let's pull us back up here. Let's get the blood flowing through the airplane. Fantastic. Blood's flowing. We're clear. Let's get the prop brake. Okay, prop brake. Do we have good rotation? Rotation. Awesome. MP is over 11. Condition lever 2 to auto. Single channel. Check. Low pitch. Check. All right, last time we were doing start B, so now let's do start A. Let's fire up starter number 1. Okay, the starter number 1 is engaged. We're now over 10. Let's go ahead and engage condition lever 1 to feather. Fuel flow is pumping. Green on the oil pressure. ITT is now stabilizing. MP is now over 11. We are setting condition lever 1 to auto. Single channel set. Check. Low pitch. Check. Alrighty. Before taxi checklist. FWS. Recall. Cockpit hatch. Closed. Condition levers 1 and 2 on auto. Anti-icing not required. True. Well. Let's clean everybody up here. Should have done this earlier. Okay, true. On and set. Check. Anti-skid. Anti-skid work. Good. Flaps 15. Everything is good on. I am having a hard time getting the flaps down. We're gonna go manual on the flaps because our flap lever ain't working. Is everything else working? Alright, so we have a complete issue with our console. So let's see if we can. I'm gonna put you guys on pause and we're gonna see if we can figure this out. Okay, we're back. We figured it out. Had to go to the controls, mess around, all in the background, but we got it to work. Okay, flaps are 15. Nose wheel steering is back on. Before taxi checklist is set, let's go ahead and get our feet on the good old brakes, and let's go ahead and release parking brake. Let's get our taxi light on. Brakes are set. FGCP and FMA set and check. Takeoff config test performed. Okay, let's go. Before takeoff briefing. So Captain, we're going to be going taking off a runway 9er. V1 will be 112. V rotate will be 112. If we have any loss of power, sudden yawing prior to V1, we'll cut the throttles, abort takeoff, come to complete stop on the runway. If we do get into past VR, we get up in the air and we have a loss of power, lose an engine, fire, whatever the case may be, we're going to go ahead and, of course, gear up on positive rate, flap up at 140-ish, and then look to climb out, try to get to 2,000 feet if we can, and come on back for the RNAV runway 9er, or the visual runway 9er, either way. Alright, takeoff briefing, so that's good. Yeah, that's what happens when you hit the power button by accident. Let's go ahead and do the gust lock while that's coming back to business. Marsh traffic, Silver Wing 63, taxiing to runway 9er, 09er via hotel. Marsh. Alright, takeoff briefing is checked. Flight locks, gust lock is okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can see our flight controls. Left, right, down, back, full right rudder, full left rudder, neutral. Okay, let's go ahead and test the spoilers. Left spoiler green, right spoiler green. Okay. How fast are we going? 16? That's good. Alright, transponder. On. Boost function fine, airflow's fine. Not needed. Airflow, norm. Cabin crew. Engine bleeds are on. Exterior lights. Do we have anyone coming in for landing? No. Let's go ahead and turn them on. Big old hill, doesn't it? Okay, external lights are all on. Lateral. Let's get the rudder is reset. Lateral flight director, we see it. It's fine. It will come back in before takeoff checklist is complete. So it does go wide to narrow up here. All right, on our way out, let's go ahead and get the radar on. Oh, we're all ready for takeoff. We're good. Marsh traffic, Silverwing 63 taking runway 09er for the left downwind departure to the west. Marsh. Zero niner confirmed. Let's go ahead and get the chrono. Let's go to notch. We're good. ATP S is armed. Over 100 on the MP. And we are rolling. Airspeed is alive. Let's try to maintain center line. And wind's right down the freaking middle. Okay, here we are. V1, rotate. Okay, yaw damper. And our taxi takeoff light is off. Okay, let's go to power management to climb. Follow the flight director down. Flaps up. Okay. After takeoff checklist, landing gear up. Flaps set. Up. Power management to climb. Good. Engine bleed. They're on. Taxi takeoff lights are off. Alright, let's go ahead and make a call. Marsh traffic, Silverwing 63, climbing through 1,600 feet. Clear of runway 09er. Making left traffic into the left downwind for our westbound departure. Not easy to do this at the same time. Okay, now we can hit the flight director. Tell you what we will do. We'll go to LNAV. We'll go direct to. So that should give me a little bit more of a focus on my flight director. I'll zoom in on the flight director a little better. So I've gone to LNAV. We went direct to, right, so let me go ahead and get my heading bug centered. You can see it's about an 8-degree climb out. 172 is what we're pulling on the knots. After takeoff checklist is, well, you know what? We did not set the baro, so it's going to be 8. Should have done that ahead of time. After takeoff checklist is complete. All right, so the 8-degree is pulling, you know, about a 1,300 foot per minute climb rate. And so, like, if you wanted to go, like, let's go to 160. So I set 160, right? And so you could see now it goes, the line went to 10 degrees, right? So our horizontal line on the flight director went up to 10 degrees. So it's bringing me up. The flight director, because I have it in IAS mode, the flight director is bringing me up. Like, it's raising my nose, right? It wants me to raise the nose. It's not doing it. I'm not on autopilot. But as soon as I dialed in a manual speed to 160, the flight director caused me, or wanted me, to raise the nose, which is great. It's doing everything that we wanted to do. So how long are you going to fly this like this? Well, I'm going to fly it until we get around 10,000 feet. Mars traffic, Silver Wings 63 is 5 miles to the west, climbing through 7,000 feet. Last call, Mars traffic. So I'm holding, I have to hold the airplane, so I'm feeling like I have to hold it to the right. And that I have to almost keep the nose up a tad. So if I raise, it's pretty good. The trim is actually set really good right now. The lateral trim is where I'm having the issues right now. And I have not set the lateral trim anywhere. So I'm sure it's somewhere, but I haven't paid much attention to the lateral trim. I mean, we're getting a 7-knot direct crosswind, and I feel it. The flight director, you could tell, I mean, I've got a little bit of right crab in there. And sometimes I over crab, and then it wants to come back. So, yeah, remember, it was broken at, what, 4,500 feet? Yeah, 4,500 feet. So it'll be interesting to see what the tops are. All right, we're coming up on 10,000 feet. I think I mean, we've got the airplane stable. Everything's looking good. So, Captain, or FO, autopilot, please. All right. put in the autopilot, and we are looking good. We're pretty soon going to be passing through 10,000 feet. Oh, MCO's live. Okay. Okay, we're through 10. Landing lights come off. Seatbelts can come off. Everything's looking good. Alright, we're definitely going to come in on the ILS, given it, no, we've got it programmed. Have we got it programmed? Yeah, we do have the ILS programmed. And it's 096. We're going to try to intercept that Warrior, which is at 3,000 feet. So let's make sure we have our heading. Let's go into heading mode right now. Let's go to ILS 1. Change our course to 096. Okay. Do it on the other side too, just in case something squirrely happens, like I turn off the power or something. We've got it set here now. I don't need to change this back because coupling's on my side. So we can go back to here and hit nav, and we're back to LNAV on our way to Freeport. So right now we've got quite a bit of airplanes coming in to Fort Lauderdale. We've got 5 coming in. I'm third. Maybe fourth. There's an A310 heavy coming in from Toronto. Is it Toronto or Calgary? I don't know. I think it's Toronto. Maybe Montreal. Okay, we're speeding up. For alt. Let me get to, I want to put it to manual. There's the Delta coming in. He's in 9 minutes. There's one in front of him, but I don't see him. Oh, he's coming in from here. I like Angel. Angel Ledesma. He's a great controller. He's sitting there in Orlando, just putting a plug in for him. He just opened up Orlando Approach just a minute ago. Right here. Does a really good job. Time to go to cruise. Make sure all the lights are where they need to be. You can tell if we turn the flood off, it's hard to see up here. Got the storm light. Look at that. That's pretty bright. I wonder if these brightness things work. Yeah, they do. Interesting. All right, so let's do a quick brief. We'll do the ILS 10 left. We have 110.1. Let's just make sure we have 110.1 in both ILS 1 and ILS 2. Good. Final approach course has been set at 096 on both set. Nove is the final approach fix at 1,800 feet. We're going to be coming in at 3,000 in between Gamvee and Warrior. Yeah. So we want to be at 3,000 feet and come in somewhere before Warrior. I've never done a direct to Warrior. I've never done a direct to. I've always just intercepted on a heading mode. Be interesting. I'll continue to do that. I'm gonna screw it up unless we have no traffic. Cheers. Cheers. All right, guys, what do you think? Pretty boring, right? Let's change the weather. Shall we? Let's come in like in a sunset scenario. Much better. Tell you what I'm gonna do. We're going right for the airport. As soon as we get to the TOD, we'll start down. Actually, we'll start down a little further. But we're gonna go right for the airport. We got some traffic. We're next for arrival. Let me go ahead and put the comms over right now.
The traffic center 46, yeah, Alpha, 1 to the left to call track manual, Fort Lauderdale Center.
Florida traffic Delta 1500 is clear, 10 left, and taxiing and Throttle 2 via Tango 3 Tango Fort Lauderdale.
So I am hoping that we can get off of Quebec. Maybe even sooner, but Quebec would be... Oh no, we should be able to get off sooner. Probably Bravo 6.
Fort the traffic center at 46 short manual, 1 to the left, traffic.
So current conditions at Fort Lauderdale. Wind 080 at 7. And we've got 2987. Okay.
Fort Lauderdale traffic, 25 to 46 clear from the 1 to the left, at terminal via Bravo, Tango 1, traffic.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our decision altitude set to 210. We're good there. Alright, so that would complete our takeoff briefing. Everything is good. Everything is set for the ILS. We are good to go. We have the RNAV in here just in case, but we got the ILS. Let's make sure. Yeah. We no longer need active number 1. We really don't need Fort Lauderdale in the hopper any longer. So we're good to go. But I like to bring it up in VOR 2. That gives us a nice little range. It shows 53 miles. We can also pull it up, I think, on the prog page. Yeah, see, that's so wrong. So look, KFL, distance 72. Maybe that includes flying over Fort Lauderdale and doing the, 10 miles up, 10 miles back. That's 20 more miles. So maybe that includes the entire route. I'm hoping. Yeah. Top of descent. That's pretty good. We're number 1. Missed approach to be 4,000 feet. All right, so that's good to know. Fort Lauderdale is reporting 2985, was it? 87. Let's go ahead and set that right now. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wing 63 is 25 miles to the northeast. We'll be entering a left downwind for the ILS 10 left, Fort Lauderdale. All right, we're past the TOD. Woo! All right, let's have fun. All right, FWS recall. Landing elevation set. FMS is set. Decision altitude is set. Arrival briefing has been performed. Approach checklist. Seatbelts, not yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and start down. Am I going to do VNAV? No, I'm not going to do VNAV. We're going to set this bad boy to 1,800 feet. Is it 1,800 or should we go... I think we're going to have to go 3,000. Let's go 15. Scale back to power. And there we are. Let's go heading mode. Let's clear out the last one. It's North Perry over there. Yeah, it is. All right, we're through 10,000. Let's get the lights on. Wow, 3,000 is way out here. Okay, seatbelts are on, landing lights are on, altimeter is set, cabin altitude, 700 feet, check, set. Before landing checklist, cabin crew. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wing 63 is in the left downwind for the ILS runway 10 left, Fort Lauderdale. Alright, let's go ahead and arm the approach. Approach inhibited. That is because, boys and girls, I have not turned it to ILS 1. And now, it is LOC in GS. So I had failed to turn this to ILS 1, which I should have done a long time ago. As soon as I go to heading select, just put it on ILS 1. We arm the backup as well, so now we have the backup in play. Cabin crew has been advised. There goes the glide scope. All right, we're good. Let me put in some power. And let's start our turn. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wings 63, turning a left base for the ILS runway 10 left. Fort Lauderdale. There we go. Closure rate a little less. Should get a loc any minute now. Loc star. Let's go ahead and get our first notch of flaps in. Loc green. Glide scope is on our way. Fort Lauderdale traffic. Silver Wing 63 established on the ILS 10 left. Fort Lauderdale. Landing gears coming down. Three green. Wrong light. Now we get that light on. Landing gears down. Flaps. We're still working on it. Power management to take off. TLU speed. Check. Icing light. Not applicable. Not required. We don't need any icing. External lights. On. We're all good. Whoop. Getting slow. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wing 63, 5-mile final on the ILS 10 left, Fort Lauderdale. Let's get the last notch of flaps in. Flaps indicating 30. Power management, takeoff, TLU speed, check. Icing light and external lights are all set. Before landing checklist is complete. Here we go. 2 whites, 2 reds. 2 whites, 2 reds. Airport's in sight. I'm looking for Bravo 6. I'm screwing around. My airplane.
Approaching minimum. $200. Minimum. Minimum. $100. 50. 40, 30, 20, 10.
this one. Here we go. Bingo. Fort Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wing 63 vacated 10 left at Bravo 6, taxiing to Gate Charlie 8 via Bravo Tango 2. Fort Lauderdale. Let's get the radar off. Flight controls, gust lock, flaps, all the way up. Landing strobe lights off and icing. Let's get all the true off. Around a minute and a half. There should be traffic out here. There's a Delta sitting on the ground. There's Tango 3. So that was Tango 4. Tango 2. And there's Charlie 8. All right. Let's get the parking brake on. Let's get the hotel mode on. Unlock. You guys can get out. Okay, here we go. In hotel mode. Let's open the doors. Doom, doom, doom. Cox. Boom. Dink. Cargo door. And here we go. Let's go ahead and get this on. Take a little quick pick. Awesome. There we go. And there we go. Alright guys, that's how we do that. Let me go ahead and close out the ACARs. And there we go. Alright, we're going to see if we're going to go to Gainesville. Oh, the whole thing's open. All of them are open. So I might actually go to Orlando. That might be a lot of fun. So yeah, that'd be the way to go. So we're gonna go ahead and set up for Orlando and jump back in a little bit. But anyway, we'll create a separate video for that flight. So we'll leave this one on its own since we're already at an hour and a half. So anyway guys, have a good one. Until next time, clear skies and warm tailwinds. Buster, take it away.